Hello, dear parents. Welcome back to our kitchen. Moving on in our coconut series, now we are going to learn how to prepare an amazing dessert. Yes, it's actually super duper amazing. It's sugar free, it's gluten free, it's dairy free, it's preservative free, and it makes it guilt free. On top of everything else, it is filled with nutrition for your newborn. When I say newborn, I mean a baby that's eating mashed foods. So around 7-8 months old. So it's a very simple recipe. It's a coconut milk rice pudding made with jaggery. Yes, jaggery is the official sweetener of this channel. So don't even think about any other replacement. You can take a look at the ingredients. This is the Sona Masuri rice. It's called Sona Masuri. It's a special kind of rice. It's low in starch and it has a very distinct taste. It's on the sweeter side. So it's really a very nice option if you want to make rice pudding. Traditionally, it's been used for making pongal, which is a South Indian recipe. So this would be our rice for the pudding, and then you all saw us preparing coconut milk and cream mix. There is coconut milk, homemade coconut milk, real Thai coconut cream, some jaggery, around 6 to 7 spoons, and some kishmish, raisins. So this would be the milk that we would use for our pudding. And I would add some more jaggery to it, although it's on the sweeter side already, but we would have to dilute it with a bit of water. And with rice, there's always a tricky element. So because of its absorbing ability, you will probably feel that the pudding is not on the sweeter side. So just to be on the safer side, we will add 1.5 to 2 spoons of jaggery in the mix. So this is a pressure cooker in which we cooked rice. We recommend stainless steel pressure cooker. So if you're new in India, you would find it really hard to find a stainless steel pressure cooker. And it's really an option that you should use because traditionally pressure cookers have been made out of aluminium because of, aluminium being industry's favorite, but it's not a healthy cookware. So always prefer stainless steel pressure cooker. So now we are going to add our coconut milk and cream mix to it. There you go. Look at the thick consistency. Raisins. It's still a bit warm, so I would add just a bit of water because our rice, we use around 1.5 bowl of rice for cooking. So for proper absorption and proper consistency, I would add a bit of water to this mix, around 150 ml. And now I'm going to add around 2 spoons of jaggery powder. There you go. You would cook it on medium flame. Jaggery doesn't need too much time for melting, jaggery powder that is. And this is really coming together now. We would just wait for another minute and then we would add our rice mix. So we like our pudding on the drier side, like we don't like it runny, so that's why our proportions are this. If you want your pudding a bit on the, the consistency, if you want it to be a bit more milky, then you can reduce the amount of rice or you can increase the amount of coconut milk. Okay, It's been close to a minute now. Now we would start adding our rice. The idea is to just bring the coconut milk and rice mixed together, because everything is already cooked. So we don't need to cook the rice because it's already cooked, but we want the rice and the coconut, to taste in a way that pudding does. So each grain of rice should be able to absorb our coconut milk, or we can also call this coconut milk mix our coconut condensed milk, because that's what it is, a vegan condensed milk. As you would see, my cooking style is no nonsense, so I will not be paying too much attention to the finer details of presentation. And if you find the video quality questionable, then you can blame it on my wife, because she is the official camera woman. I don't have the patience to stand behind the camera while someone else is cooking. And I think she likes her job. So, yeah. For video qualities, any hate mails should be directed to her, not me. And if you send me a hate mail, then ask my wife. I will find you and I'll take a revenge. It could be a sweet revenge. I'll ask you to make me a pudding. So, don't worry about it. As you can see, rice has started absorbing all the milk. It's already on the drier side. So I would recommend, if you don't like your pudding like this, then you add slightly more milk or reduce rice quantity. And since we are going to give this pudding to our kid also, so we haven't added any nuts like cashew or your almonds or pistachio. But if you're not making for your kid, or even if you're making for your kid, you can grind all those nuts and add a finer powder, which is easier for them to digest. So yeah, it is our baby's favorite. He really likes it. So we always end up making this pudding once every couple of weeks. And it's one of those things that I'm afraid to leave in the fridge for too long, not because it goes bad, because it runs out so quickly. So like the cameraman is usually paid in desserts, and this is also her favorite. So all this rice she will probably eat in 2 days. If you heard any swear words, it was my wife swearing at me. While I'm cooking, my wife can also give you a small tour of our baby's playing room. He is busy playing with his caretaker. So, why don't you do that, babe?
Alright, in the meantime, we have little on here. He has learned how to crawl. Hello. Hello. So that's what he's doing when Papa is cooking in the kitchen.
So, as you can see, our rice pudding is almost done. I'm just mixing it. It looks really amazing and it smells, it smells fascinating. I can smell all that jaggery and I have a special connection with jaggery, so it's really beautiful. Now we'll turn the gas off. I already did. And now it's time to plate it. We will plate it. In the container we put milk. There it is, there it is, there it is. Beautiful. This is our rice pudding, sweet rice, whatever you call it. You can garnish it any way. You can serve it to your friends that are allergic to gluten or milk. You can serve it to your health conscious friends. You are already a health conscious parent since you're on our channel. So that's also something you can pamper yourself with. You can feed it to your kid. If your kid, isn't allergic to coconut. There is an allergy called coconut allergy also, but it's very rare. But as a disclosure, we should inform you that you should be careful feeding your babies. And you see over there, this is the remains of coconut from which we extracted milk. Still very soft. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use it as a garnish for our pudding. So I'm going to sprinkle it bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. You can use it. It looks really nice. Beautiful. You can also put some kishmish or dried nuts. And there it is. Your coconut rice pudding. We will also be using the remaining coconut to make our coconut laddus. Yes, this is your lucky day. You will also get to learn how to make coconut laddus the vegan way, the healthy way. Cheers. See you soon.